everybody, Robbins Zoo here. Welcome to Kennedy Space Center. We're taking a little trip down today. Again, I'm a huge space nerd, and I'm getting these kids to be one too. So again, come along today. We're going to take a trip around. We got passes, so we are pass holders here now. So you'll probably see this place an awful lot from us. Let's go have some fun.
Yes.
So of course, first thing you come into is the Rocket Garden with the Mercury, Gemini, even Apollo back there with the Saturn 1B. But again, these are the type of rockets that were used to send astronauts into space. Which one's your favorite rocket, Logan?
It's because it's called the Redstone Rocket.
Redstone Rocket?
Oh, because Minecraft.
Gotcha. Of course, the Heroes and Legends, we'll go see that with the original Mercury 7 over there. But we're coming into nature and technology first today. Something we didn't see last time we were here, so we're going to check it out and see what nature has to do with the space program. So maybe something you're curious about is why do rockets launch from Florida? It's not because the rockets leaving Earth's surface and traveling eastward get a boost from the Earth's spin. A west location would either send rockets over highly populated areas or have to contend with launching against the direction of the spin. Never knew that. In case you didn't know, U.S. bought Florida in 1821. Pirates and privateers. Florida boasts the first hospital in North America, found in St. Augustine in 1597. Again, we were just in St. Augustine yesterday.
Mommy, look, it has some letters from my name. I thought it actually said
All the launch pads. Mr. Rowe in 1964. We're hoping to do the then and now tours here one of these times when we come down so we can see some of the old launch pads. You got ducks. It's a heron. And then American alligator. We saw those yesterday at Alligator Farm.
so realistic. They made a giant statue. Oh, there's the dinosaur bird with the monster.
The dinosaur bird?
Yeah.
That's the Anhinga. Oh, here we go. Eagle as later. Everybody should know what this is. There's a sea turtle. Loggerhead turtle. And of course, where we used to live, up in Hilton Head, we used to have the sea turtles coming on all the time and laying their eggs. So again, just checking this place out. We're going to see some stuff we didn't see last time. Especially this time we are going to be, since we got the camera. Logan's excited. We can show you what's going on or what we're looking at. The ATX Center is opened up over here. It was at the down the road, but they have it opened up over here. Of course, had the mural of International Space Station, which again, all the countries that are part of it. I'm gonna give you an idea again. ISS is 8 times the size of this mural. It's about the size of a full football field. And again, 15 nations, 5 space agencies that went into working on this. And of course, where the best band in the world comes from. Little thing, we're going to go check that out. Right now, we're going to go check out the space shop, which it is down for remodeling. So they are doing some different stuff. Have some things outside. It's over here by the bus tours, which we are going to plan to go on the bus later.
Oh, we're not doing.
And then take us over to the Saturn 5 Center. So again, we're going to go check out the shop, what there is right now. So we didn't get to see this last time here either. So
the bus ride is my favorite.
Yeah, hopefully we get Mr. Bob again.
Uncle Bob.
Uncle Bob. Oh, we got the Lego.
Oh wait, no, this is
It's a Lego Mars rover.
Whoa!
Made out of Legos.
This is so impressive. Yeah, I can't go that.
Just not sure if it's spare an opportunity or what it was. Uh-oh. And if you guys didn't know, there is pennies here, collectible pennies, so make sure you bring your quarters and your pennies to Logan is a lover of pressed pennies. Ooh. Kind of smells like barbecue in here. But it's definitely a smaller shop than what we used to while they get the other one. Ooh, I see a shirt over there I want. Occupy Mars. I watched something on Netflix last night, The Mars Generation. If you guys haven't seen that, check that out if you're a space nerd. One thing we never find, A is my wife's name on keychains, mugs, and for whatever reason, it's crazy, yeah, we don't find April's, but again, different.
They're moon boot slipper socks.
Uh-oh.
It's a moon boot.
Uh-oh. She may be getting something. I'm gonna try and see if I can fit into one of these. So I don't think it's fair the kids get the spacesuit and I don't. And here you get a hat and tee combo for $19.99 for the kids. Don't you have that shirt? Ooh, we got posters too, which I kind of would want one of those. Atlantis, Failure's Not an Option, Apollo 13. I could put some of these up in my office at work. Oh, a night launch with the shuttle. They do have a hat and shirt combo for the adults too, which I kind of like that too. It's a pretty nice hat too. I like the colors. Oh, and here's April's favorite stuff. Astronaut ice cream. I'm sure we will not be leaving without a package of that. There's strawberries, there's vanilla, that's ice cream sandwich. This is Neapolitan. So you get the chocolate, vanilla, and strawberry. And that is, I'm not really sure. So you got a picture frame, the Atlantis, the Candy Space Center. Oh, must have. Must have. Sounds like, uh-oh. Astronaut oven mitts.
I do need.
You do need oven mitts, of course. I guess you want to go with the greatest chef on earth too. Hi, Logan. So since we're right here, we're gonna go ahead and go on the bus tour. That'll take us out and around and then drop us off at the Saturn V building so we can see the Saturn V rocket. Which, if you've never seen that, it is pretty eye-opening how big that rocket was. I just noticed this, but they got the poles here in the waiting area paying like the rocket. So this is the Falcon 9 SpaceX. You just kind of see the legs there. Over here, these over here look like the shuttle. I see you. A shuttle with the rocket boosters, or it could be the new SLS. It may actually be SLS looking at the rockets down below. But and then you've got the Atlas back there. That's pretty cool. These are the biggest fans of the Robbins Zoo adventure with a cool mural of the Apollo Saturn rocket.
When I was a kid, I used to dream about flying through space. I'm John Hudson. This is Pad 39 of the Kennedy Space Center. I was a launch controller here when from this very spot, man took off to fly to the moon. It was a journey that began 12 years before that rocket ever left the ground. And it started on the other side of the world. Eager and ready to take the big ride. But our manned space program couldn't seem to get off the ground. We stuck with it, and on May 5th, 1961, things finally started going right. Astronaut Alan Shepard took his ship Freedom 7 6.5 miles into space. America had its first space hero. Just a few days later, our space program received a new challenge.
But why, some say, the moon? Why choose this as our goal? And they may well ask, why climb the highest mountain? Why 35 years ago, fly the Atlantic? Why does Rice play Texas? We choose to go to the moon. We choose to go to the moon. We choose to go to the moon in this decade and do the other things. Not because they are easy, but because they are hard.
We stood on the eve of the longest, most dangerous journey that any man had ever undertaken. And it would be taken by Frank Borman, James Lovell, and William Anders, the crew of Apollo 8. Through those doors, you'll find the firing room, launch control, just as it was on December 21st, 1968. This is the firing room, launch control for the Apollo missions. This is not a mock-up. These are the very consoles we sat at when men first took off to fly to the moon. You are now in the final minutes before the launch of Apollo 8, right here where it actually happened. Mankind is about to leave his planet behind and journey to another. It is one of those rare moments when history is not being made, destiny is being embraced.
Seconds on this next we are still in roll at this time. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4,
get off here at the Saturn V Rocket Center. Definitely do that. You can skip it if you want. Sometimes you get dropped off and there's like a 7-minute wait in between. But I highly recommend that you go ahead and take that experience. And once you leave out of theater, this is what you come around to. Pretty much the back of the Saturn V rocket, which is just enormous and just an incredible sight to see. astronaut van over here. Excuse me. You can kind of see up here and see what they took the astronauts out to the rocket. Got the 3 seats. And then for the guys helping the crew to see what's going on. And you've got all the patches here of the actual Apollo missions that go all the way down. And also over here to the side you can see some of the stats about the missions, the crew astronauts, when it launched, and which rocket it was. Just one of these engines is ridiculous. I've always wanted to know what this is really made of to keep this from melting, kind of steel or aluminum. What heat resistant material? Over here they got a couple of treads from the crawler, like you may have heard on the bus. I can't remember if I was more time, but these weigh a ton each. And these are the treads for the crawler. And there's 57 on each of these. There's 57, so about over 900,000 pounds just on one of those, the crawler vehicle wheels. Over here is various papers about Apollo 11 and men walking on the moon, different languages from different countries. Cincinnati Enquirer there. Different cities as well. Space Snoopy over here. Snoopy the astronaut. And here's stage 2. Again, a little smaller than stage 1, but here's various spots where the Apollo landed on the moon. General vicinity on the same side though. Here's of course the lunar module, landing module, the LEM. Different names throughout different missions, of course. And we hear the Eagle has landed. And of course everybody knows the sensors here, so when they saw the contact light, this is what hit the ground, tell them to shut off the engines. And we're now at stage 3. Again, another rocket which put them into the orbit. You do have a place to eat here. You do have restrooms here, as well as the other end as you come out of the theater with the show that I saw. And here's the top of the service module. Again, more patches of the missions, 17 total. The rocket here, from what I understand, was supposed to be Apollo 18. Of course, it never flew, so that's what it's doing here. There's also
That's not real.
oh, it's real.
No, that part is.
That part's not real, no. So, Len, this is what's right here. This is what it would be, the real part. There is another one at Huntsville, and there's one at Houston. I believe another Saturn there. And that's the Source module, which would have floated around over the moon while the LEM went down and touched down. There's giving an idea of inside. So just give you an idea of what we're going to be exploring on the next video, the next time we come down here actually. Okay, and as we leave today, this is going to be trip number 1. Kind of planning to try to do a building at a time if we can. So we'll be dedicating the next one probably to the Atlantis building and try to show you Viking space there and show you everything in there. Again, there's really a lot out here still to show that we have yet to be seen. So again, till next time, this is what we say at the end.
Let's have